Welcome. I hope you can all hear me okay. I'm gonna increase the volume just in case. Yes? You can all hear me okay. And let's start with Lechu Neranana.
Lechu Neranana, L'Adonai, Nariya, Litzor Yisheinu.
Welcome everyone. Come join us. Can you hear me okay?
Lechu Neranana, L'Adonai, Nariya, Litzor Yisheinu. Litzor Yisheinu.
Welcome everyone.
Lechu Neranana, L'Adonai, Nariya, Litzor Yisheinu. Litzor Yisheinu. Nikama panav v'toda, b'zirot Ariyalu. 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 Lechu Neranana, L'Adonai, Nariya, Litzor Yisheinu.
Shabbat Shalom.
Litzor Yisheinu.
Come on everybody.
Arba'im shana akud gedo, u'omaram tu elevaven. 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 Lechu Neranana, L'Adonai, Nariya, Litzor Yisheinu. Litzor Yisheinu. Lechu Neranana, L'Adonai, Nariya, Litzor Yisheinu. Litzor Yisheinu. Litzor Yisheinu.
Shabbat Shalom, Nashuva, Shabbat Shalom to each and every one of you. It's a special Shabbat called the Shabbat of Lech Lecha. I'll explain what that is momentarily. At this moment, I'm going to ask you all to switch over, if you're on Facebook, if you're on the Nashuva page or the Rabbi Levy page where she's wearing a red shirt, move over to the white page, the public figure called Rabbi Naomi Levy. You can like that page, join that page. That way we'll all be on the same chat and we can all talk to each other. And I'm going to encourage you to all take a moment to share this service on your page so that we can share the spirit of Nashuva far and wide. Okay? Are you ready to light candles with me? I'm ready. I'm so ready to declare Shabbat and welcome Shabbat. So take a moment to light candles with me. If your candles are ready, come light with me. If not, you know my candles are always yours. Okay? And this is the time in our service for you to share who you are and where you're coming from. So please take a moment to share who you are, where you're coming from. And all through the service, just please take time to speak to one another. If somebody has good news or a challenge, offer them your mazel tov or offer them your support, okay? Everybody get ready, come light with me. That's interesting. Okay, draw the light towards you 3 times. And just bring the light into every cell of your being. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik shel Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Are y'all ready for your blessing? So I'm putting my hands on you, and just remember my hands are always on you. Okay? Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and protect you. May God's very light be upon you, filling you with grace, and may God's very presence be with you always, filling you with peace. Amen. Can I hear an amen, Nashuva? Say amen. Type amen. Okay. So this is the very special Shabbat called Shabbat Lech Lecha. And it's the Shabbat where our patriarch Abraham gets the divine call. And God says to Abraham, God calls out to Abraham, Lech Lecha, me'artzecha, u'mimoladetcha, u'mibeit avicha, el ha'aretz asher ar'eka. God says to Abraham, go, get up and go from your father's house, from your native land, from your people, to the land that I will show you. And often this call is perceived by people to be a call from nowhere. In other words, Abraham out of nowhere receives this call from God. And it changes the course of his life. This call from God that came, seemingly from nowhere changes the course of his life. But that's actually not what happened in the Torah. If you look at last week's Torah portion with Terach, Abraham's father, and Abraham and their whole entourage setting out on the road to the promised land on their own. They're setting out on the road to Eretz Canaan. But on the way, along the journey, they stop at a place called Haran. Charan. They stop at Haran, and it's nice for them there. They like Haran. So they forget about what they had set out to do, and they just stop, and they don't sojourn in Haran. They stay. They remain there. And the call of this Shabbat of Lech Lecha isn't the call seemingly out of nowhere that changes the course of Abraham's life. It's not the beginning of a journey. It's the resumption of a journey. This Shabbat is about returning, resuming to something that Abraham had set aside because he got comfortable somewhere or because he got stuck somewhere. And this is the Shabbat that gives each one of us, not just Abraham, that gives each one of us the power to continue, to carry on a journey. I think each one of us, I bet, each one of us can think of an example of something that we intended to do, something that we had put our heart into doing, and then we got sidetracked. Either because things got too comfortable or the journey got too hard. One or the other. We got too comfortable where we are, or the journey got too hard, or we got distracted, or for whatever reason, we set aside what we had intended and we stayed there. We put it aside. And this is the Shabbat that gives each of us the spiritual power, the extra push to return to what we had set aside. It gives you extra power to continue. And what happens when you get this extra power to continue? First of all, understand what God says to Abraham is, to the land that I will show you. In other words, he doesn't even know where he's going right now. So part of the process of continuing on a journey that you set out to go on a long time ago is you don't necessarily know the end point. And there's beauty in that. There's beauty in the mystery. There's beauty in the not knowing. There's beauty in the anticipation and just in the journey itself, and trust. The trust is what God says to Abraham, to the land that I will show you. That somehow the destination, the end product, whatever it is that you've been working toward, it will reveal itself. Or God will reveal it to you, that it will make itself known. And if you do that, if you continue on a journey that you had gotten stuck somewhere in the middle of, if you continue on a journey where you become paralyzed, either because it was too hard or the conditions that you're in were too magnetic and just kind of drew you in, or you got too distracted, if you continue on that journey, it will reveal itself to you. The end point, that promise, will reveal itself to you. And if you continue, you will be a blessing. And you will be a blessing. Each and every one of us has that power, not just to continue on a journey, not just to understand where we're heading, but to become a blessing. Not to bless, but to become a blessing. So before we meditate, I want to bless you with that, with the power this Shabbat to think of one thing, just take one thing that you dropped, that you set aside, that somehow you stopped doing, that you know was important to you, that this Shabbat will give you the power to pick it up again and to continue. And when you continue, may your journey reveal itself. May God show you where you're going, and know that you will be a blessing. May you be a blessing. And with that, the amazing Debbie Friedman.
Levi, love to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha to a place you do not know. Levi, love, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Levi, love, and I shall make your name great. Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Levi, love, to the place that I will show you. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, lechila.
Did you like that? I love that song. I love Debbie Friedman. May she rest in peace. Are you ready now to meditate with me? Take a moment to think about a journey that you'd like to resume, or a project that you'd like to continue, and how it will reveal itself to you, and how God will bless you, and how you will become a blessing. Okay. So take a moment to close your eyes and to sit up tall, and to plant your feet flat on the ground and your palms up. Take a deep breath in with me, hold it, and release. And one more time, a deep breath in with me. Hold it, and let it go. And now just take these few minutes to choose one thing, one project, one journey, one effort that somehow you let go of, that you'd like to resume, that you'd like to continue. Maybe it's a promise that you made to yourself or to others, a resolution, whatever it is. Take the time right now to focus on one and to set your intention to return to it and to continue the journey and to continue the effort and to know that the end will reveal itself to you, that God will show you where you're going, and that you shall and will be a blessing. And if you need extra strength, use these moments right now to ask God for the power, for the strength, for the insight, for the wisdom, for the light, for the creativity, and just for the courage to resume your journey. Take a deep breath in with me, hold, and let it go. And a much deeper breath in with me, hold it, and let it go. And now your deepest breath in, breathing in the peace and the light and the joy and the holiness and the blessings of this Shabbat, Lech Lecha. Keeping your eyes closed, join me and listen, Israel.
Listen, Israel, Adonai, our God is one. 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 Listen, Israel, Adonai, our God
Welcome, everyone. You can open your eyes now. And it's time to share the good news. If you have a joy, a simcha to share, please share it now. I have some good news to share. It was my nephew Sam and his bride Lindsay's wedding this past weekend. And we all flew to New York. And, if you would have asked me in July, I wasn't sure that I'd be going or that this wedding would happen indoors the way it did. But it was incredible. And it was such an honor to be able to marry my own nephew, a child that I've known since he was an infant. And what a joy. And I'm looking to see that Rhonda's nephew was engaged. It was Risa's birthday. Does anybody else have a birthday, an anniversary, some good news to share? It was my brother-in-law Mark's birthday this past weekend. The Dodgers beat the Giants, and Mazel Tov, they're moving on to the NLCS. Go! And I know that the Rolling Stones are in town, so Mazel Tov to anybody who saw that. And I know there are people out in Palm Desert watching the tennis championships, and they're very excited. Daniel is getting engaged. Mazel Tov to Janet. Grandson born, Tovia and Michelle Toget. My stepson and his wife are celebrating their first anniversary. Grandson Graham, happy fifth birthday. Son is with us for the weekend. Mazel Tov. Aunt Dina Covers. Aunt turned 100 yesterday. Oh, beautiful. And Nicole's niece just got married. Mazel Tov. All this good news. Okay, ready for your blessing? For everybody who has a simcha right now, may you see only more simchas. And may this year be for you a year of health, most importantly, a year of joy, a year of light, a year of growth, a year of continuing on your journey, always, always in God's light. And let us all say, Amen. Can I see amens? I want to see your amens in capital letters. And Adi, do you remember when I took you to see Debbie Friedman in concert? I know, but we went. Adi was sick, but we went, and you got to see a few of the songs. Wasn't it beautiful? It was really special. I loved Debbie Friedman. I thought she was just remarkable, so holy. Okay, it's time now for the blessings of healing. If you would like us to recite a blessing of healing for you or for a loved one, please share the names of all of those you want to include in this healing blessing for yourself or for a loved one. Are you ready? Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov V'imutenu Sarai V'karachel Leah Hu Yivarech V'yarpeh et HaCholim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yimaleh Rachamim Alehem L'achzikam V'rakotam V'yishlach Lehem Mehira Fuah L'chol Averim B'gideim B'toch Sha'ar Chol Yisrael Fuat HaNefesh Fuat HaGuf Hashal Yizman Kariv V'nomar Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all those who are in need of healing. Please share the names of everyone we're praying for. Healing of body, healing of mind, healing of soul, healing in all ways. And let us all say, Amen. Okay. It's time now for the Mourner's Kaddish. If you are in mourning or if you're observing the Yurtzeit, please share the names of all of those that we're including in our Kaddish this Shabbat. Please share their names. Are you ready? And may their names, may their neshamas have an aliyah. May their souls have an elevation through your Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemer haba, v'yomad yivrach chirutei v'yamich malchutei, v'chayeichon v'yimeichon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael, v'agala b'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yeheh shmer rabam barach l'olam omer maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipoar v'yitshomam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal shemei dekudshah b'rechu, la'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran ba'oma v'imru. Amen. Yehi Shalom Rabbi Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'mamav, hu yaseh Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Amen, everybody. Are you ready for the Kiddush? Adi, do you mind raising the light just like a tiny bit? Are you guys ready for the Kiddush? If you have your Kiddush cup ready, please join me. If not, if you have your juice ready, please join me. And if you don't, just know my Kiddush cup is always yours. Are you ready to join me in Kiddush? Everybody? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'yavav ratzon inchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'yetziat Mitzrayim. Everybody. Ki banu v'acharta, Yotanu kitashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha ya'ava u'ratzon hinechatanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat. Amen. Amen. L'chaim, everybody. My man of Shabbat is here. Are you ready for a Rab Eshman Challah? I've got a Rab Eshman Challah tonight. Are you ready, maybe? Maybe's here too. Are you ready to join me? Oh, isn't it pretty? Oh my God, it's a beauty. Are you ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Amen. Oh my God. Want to bite? Don't be jealous. Oh my God. This is a good one. Maybe you want some? Oh my God, Adi, this is a good challah. Maybe? Yeah, maybe. What do you think? It's really good. It's like, it's like manna. So I want to let you know that I don't think I'll be here next Shabbat. But in 2 weeks from now, is 2 weeks from now? Well, I'm just asking you to put the date on your calendar because I can't remember if it's 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. Let me look. I can look really fast. No, it's 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks from now, you're going to put on your calendar that we're meeting in person. That Nashuva is going to meet in person on the first Friday of November. And we're hoping to continue that tradition to start meeting on a monthly basis in person. So I'm hoping that you'll all get up and come, and not just think that it's that you should be watching from home, because you could come and really get that extra spiritual booster shot that we all need by coming in person for community. Hi, Rabbi. So are you ready to join me for our closing prayer? So, okay, November 5th. The other thing is that we're going to do something special on Thanksgiving for Hope Street. We're still working it out with them, whether we're going to be doing care packages or we're going to actually have our traditional Hope Street Thanksgiving meal. But I'm going to send you guys the date, and I hope that every single one of you will participate in Nashuva Hope Street this year. Okay? All right. Are you ready to join me in the closing melody, the closing prayer? What should it be, Adi? Adon Olam, Hallelujah, or Oseh Shalom?
Amen.
Hallelujah. Are you ready?
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Let's Jamie take this. That's Justin Stein.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Shabbat Shalom to each and every one of you. I love you always. Love. Please take a moment to share this service on your social media. Just click share and you'll share the service to your people. And I will see you in a couple of weeks. I think not next week, but the week after. And please save the date, November 5th. I would love to see you in person, okay? So don't let our live streaming stop you from coming in person. I really want to see you in person, okay? Shabbat Shalom. I'm wishing you a wonderful Shabbat. And as I said, the resumption of a journey, okay? Take care. Have a wonderful week.